Hey, what up, y'all?
What's going
It's the
on?
cool geeks in the
cool
building,
geeks.
man. Listen, you know,
You
you know what we here
You know
for.
where we at? Early
You
screening.
know what we here
Early
for.
screening.
Shirt,
All right, yeah, you know. About to go see that thing, man. Let's go see what Rob P is about, man.
Yep.
Y'all ready?
Batman.
Any expectations?
Check it out.
Going in?
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
So we heard it's good.
You know the cool geeks, you know only the
better be
finest. We got
good.
the early viewing, you know, invite, so let's see what's going on. Peace.
Batman. Let's do it.
See y'all in there.
Cool geeks. You got JoJo Blaze here.
I'm Rod Showtime.
I'm Jay Brooks, and we got a special guest.
So Felipe in the house.
Yeah.
Just film. What's happening, my man?
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you
Thanks for
coming
having
through,
me,
man.
y'all.
Rolling up with the cool geeks.
Yes, sir.
What we checking out today, Joe? What we talking about today, man?
You already know why we here. We just got back from seeing The Batman. Early fan screening. Shout out to AMC. Directed by Matt Reeves. Starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz. We actually got to see it, so
Yes, sir.
initial
That
reactions.
film was fire.
It was good.
good.
Hell
It
yeah.
was
amazing.
I loved it.
It was
Fire.
It was
amazing.
nice.
Yeah.
It was a well-told
Yeah.
story to me.
Yeah.
Well
Very
told.
grounded and gritty and real life. Yeah.
Beautiful. Good
Realistic.
shots.
Yo, yeah, the
Cinematography.
visuals that they had, man. Oh my God.
Matt Reeves, good job. Genius with the
And we had
video
the
work,
score
man.
was pretty good too. The Batman
Yo,
theme,
yeah, the music
man.
was
Who had
great.
it? Who had
Score
it?
was good.
Music
Who had
was
that?
good. Set the tone. It was
My
good.
boy Mike
Yes.
held that, man. My boy Michael held that down.
Alright.
So let's talk about Robert
Characters.
Pattinson.
Rob
Yeah.
pushing P.
Robbie P.
Yeah.
Robbie
Yeah.
P.
How he
Famous
finally,
portrayal.
he was amazing to me.
Yeah.
He was acting his ass off.
I like
He
him
was
too.
acting his ass off.
I
Definitely.
definitely think he did a good job. He did a good job of staying true to the character. As far as like the comic book wise and like the animated series, he's real stoic, real, you know what I'm saying, like real man of few words.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Strong
Yeah.
silent type.
Strong silent
How
type.
Batman should be.
For sure.
Brooding.
Ultimate brooding Batman.
Brooding.
Ultimate
Yeah.
brooding Batman for sure.
Yep.
But I thought he brought like a weight to it, like a heaviness to the role. Like,
He
you
did.
know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
You
for
feel
sure.
his pain, you feel his angst, like, you know, you can see it.
You
definitely.
definitely feel his
Definitely
year.
portrayed
I like how it is a year two, but
Mhm.
they constantly make you feel and remind you
Yes.
this is year 2.
Mhm.
Exactly.
They can't like
He was
how
making mistakes.
Yeah,
He
He's
was
gonna slip up, man.
inexperienced.
He's gonna
Yeah.
slip up your year too.
he was
man.
getting little kid attitudes with Alfred.
Still finding
Yeah.
a work-life balance. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He says in the movie.
Taking some tumbles.
I think he said early on in the movie, he's like the night's turtle,
Gunshots,
nocturnal,
too.
and he's just trying to. He hasn't seen too many days in a while, and you know,
True.
it's just.
Yeah.
Him
Most gunshots he ever
investing-
took.
Oh,
Most
Wow.
gunshots he ever
How-
took. Batman,
Man.
most gunshots he ever, I haven't seen Batman take, bro.
That's a
Definitely.
lot of bullets.
Up close too. They were all up close.
That was a lot of bullets.
that suit was putting in work, man.
Damn.
That was a lot
Yeah.
of bullets.
That
Yeah,
was.
but I thought he did amazing.
He definitely
He
did.
worked well with everybody he was on screen with.
Oh yeah.
He definitely showed he was fighting the Bruce Wayne Batman identity. He was basically all a Batman, even outside the suit.
He was
Yeah.
Batman. First,
Yeah.
he was Batman outside the suit, but he was in the suit most of this movie. I'm trying to tell
Pretty
you,
much.
he was at
He
the
was.
he was at the
Everything
bank.
Bruce Wayne.
He was in the grocery store. He was shopping with the suit on. Yeah, bro, home was in the
Yeah.
suit. That's what I like to see. I know all the actors want to show their face and all that. We get you. We know who y'all is. We
Yeah.
respect it too.
Hey.
But put that mask
They
on.
need
Put the
to show
cowl
his
on.
suit. I
That
like the
man was
style
in
of it
there.
too.
Yeah, it was fire.
simple.
One of my
It was simple,
favorites.
Yeah, no, it was simple. Was cool. You know what I mean? We had the fat bat fleck. You know what I mean? The big bat. Now we went all skinny hair.
Rebrand. We went the
Skinny bat. I liked it though.
He vegan.
He vegan. That's right. But and his voice was good too. I thought his voice was good.
His voice was good.
It wasn't
It
a little
was.
Bad
too
boys.
corny like Christian Bale's got a little
was
corny.
Yeah.
It was
That's
just
some Christian
good
Bale
enough,
vibes
you know?
though, for sure.
It
Definitely.
did.
Came
Yeah,
through a
yeah.
little bit.
Towards the end, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Christian Bale had 3 movies, so you know that boy's got gargly. You know?
Yeah, right.
It got real gargly by the end of that.
Where are you?
Yeah, Rob handled it well. It definitely was some blurred lines with the voice, but you know, he got to get the inspiration from somewhere. The voice is still a great addition to the character, so I don't mind the voice.
And Robert Pattinson, I had my reservations at first, but you know, You proved me wrong. I
He
stand
was down on him
corrected.
because of Twilight.
He was definitely good. Yeah.
He was down on him because
Yeah,
of Twilight.
the
I'll
Sparky.
admit, I wasn't sure about the casting at first when I first heard about it, but now, man.
He convinced me he's a good actor. He's definitely a great actor.
Yeah.
Like I said, less is more sometimes. Less is more. So his ability to fall back and let the character take over and not pour himself into the character, that it definitely showed on camera. I definitely could appreciate that. I love that.
He actually became the Batman.
Yeah,
He definitely
In
did.
his movie, yeah.
And they got a lot to work with. You want to, like, see him grow into that eccentric Bruce Wayne. That's not this movie.
No.
This movie, he's just grounded. He's still emotional, still angry.
Still dealing with that hurt.
What I was amazed though, when he is Batman, he holds his emotions, facial expressions to the T. Like his poker face is on all the time.
Stone face.
Stone face. They can't see. You can't tell what he thinking.
Nope.
But yeah, he was amazing. So.
And I think that's the essence I'm talking about. I think they came across with this Batman better than any other Batman that we had. Every other Batman, you'll see a Clooney make a face, a little frown up or something. This one is just straight, like
Batman.
stone
He's
face.
vengeance. He's
Vengeance,
like,
straight.
and
I'm
you
the
got
symbol.
that vibe.
I am the symbol of Batman. Nothing else. Nothing more.
No, but you got that vibe from the beginning when he's walking out of the shadows. You got that mean intro, the boots like boom, boom, like those mean boots. You know what I mean? It was good, like a good vibe in terms of like really making him serious and.
Was he called the Batman in this movie at all?
I don't.
They call him
on the cards.
Did anybody call him Batman?
On the little cards that the Riddler addressed, though, it's always said the
I don't
Batman.
think they said
No,
Batman.
the cards.
But
Because when they reference him, they always say the vigilante.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they.
Did he ever call himself Batman?
Nah.
I don't know if he called himself, but
Did
in
he?
the
No,
news,
he did.
the newscasters did.
He did at the end. He said, "Yeah, this might be the end." He's like, when he saw the Gordon, he said, "The end of the Batman."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He said,
Okay.
And I think on the news,
But
they said Batman.
that might have been the first time he said it. Was right there.
It might have been.
So that might be something to that.
All right. So what about Zoe Kravitz?
Catwoman. Oh
Catwoman.
Lord, man.
Nah, she was good.
She was good. Yeah.
She did
Very
her
hot.
thing.
She was hot. She
Very
was sensual.
seductive.
Not
she was
overly sexualized.
Nope.
Right. Yeah.
But all that other good stuff they were saying. Yes.
No,
She
I
was
like that. I like the
badass
fact
in
that
this
it wasn't too sexual, but like you still got the sexual vibes, and then you got that sexual tension between her and Robert Pattinson. Just from acting, just non-verbal.
Oh man.
Body
They
language.
ripped that straight from the comics,
I'm
man.
surprised they was kissing.
The caressing on the rooftop,
They
the
kissed
hugging.
her,
They kissed a few times, like 3 times.
Yo, they kissed a lot, yo.
That little make-out sessions.
Spoiler. They kissed a lot. Spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
That's the main takeaway from the movie.
Catwoman, she was amazing. She had her character arc and she had her own mission. And this is spoiler,
Definitely.
Spoiler alert.
She basically was trying to kill her father, who was Carmine Falcone. So she had her, based off of just the life she's been through, him killing her friend. And, he had a recorder of killing her friend, so she wanted her revenge. And she was about to get it. She was very close about to get it. And Batman gave her that line. He's like, yo, don't let him take more from you.
Yeah, you paid enough already.
You paid enough. Don't let him
You
take
gotta pay
more.
with her. Yeah.
Hardly-
So she did good.
Hardly a damsel in distress, though. Not at all.
Her design was good
She-
too. It was simple,
she
but you
kicked
got
ass.
the burglar mask. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
right.
that. She was broke in the film. You know what I mean? She got like a million cats. She the cat lady. But like,
know, right?
no, I thought her design was good. Not that it wasn't too technological.
Little ski mag, she from the hood.
She
Got
did her
the
thing.
hood.
I like this style a lot. She did a good job. Yeah.
So
I feel you on that.
about the Riddler, the bad guy,
Riddler.
The Riddler.
the bad guy.
Paul Dano.
I was impressed, yeah. Paul Dano. I was impressed with his portrayal.
He surprised me.
Yeah.
He surprised me.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought he was great.
I thought his plan was impeckable.
Oh,
The
yeah.
things the
Yeah.
riddles he was coming up with was
He had plans
It was
on
alright.
plans.
It was alright. It was alright.
the riddles wasn't
I didn't like the fact
the
that they
riddles
rhymed.
wasn't top tier.
I don't know if I like
but
that they rhymed
were-
so much. There
He's
was
here
like,
too.
there was like little Bo
Yeah.
Peep,
He's
you know,
here
had
too.
the
He's
shit.
here- he's here too.
What's number 2? Like,
He's
like
here
silly
too
stuff.
as well.
He's still young
He's
too.
here
Yeah,
too.
it was a little bit because like other ones that didn't rhyme, it was like a little too. It was like, yo, what's a funny looking bird?
the
Some
base-
platypus. It's like, okay, yo, we
The
got
base
you.
of the Riddler's
you.
plot was to basically take all the corrupt people in Gotham. There's a lot of people, corrupt people on the
So
higher
he
ups.
killed the mayor first.
Took the
Expose
mayor
him.
out.
Took the commissioner out.
The DA.
The commissioner, DA.
Took the
DA.
DA.
Had a couple dirty cops lined up.
Tried to
The
take
mayor.
Bruce Wayne out.
He tried to kill Bruce Wayne because
There's a
of
lot of
his
people in the
corrupt-
high life society that he feel is corrupt, and they did him kind of dirty, especially coming up with there was an initiative that Thomas Wayne launched. I think it was called what's it called in the movie?
Renewal?
The renewal initiative.
Right, yeah.
It was an initiative to kind of like help them.
It was $1 billion.
$1 billion, right?
That all of them
help people in
from.
poverty, help the orphans out, all that stuff. And when he died, it kind of like flatlined. So
yeah.
I guess that's where Riddler's coming from. Like,
the
the fact
people
that
like they took it over. And
Yeah, it became
Yeah,
like
they
a
all
front.
fed
it was just a figurehead at that point. It was a front. It was a front business.
Like laundry, yeah. It was for laundry.
Front business. So it wasn't doing what it was designed to do, which was to help people like where the Riddler came from out. So, he came to exact his own sort of vengeance. So in his twisted mind, he's leaving all these cards for Batman at every crime scene and all this. He think Batman's really working with him because he sees himself as Batman's equal. He feels like, hey, you're trying to do, from your end, you feel like you're the hero. From my end, I'm the hero as well.
Yeah, I like
we
that.
working together.
I like that twist in the movie.
Yeah.
The fact that him and some of his henchmen was like, I am vengeance.
I am vengeance.
They basically like
Taking
hijacked that.
Batman's
Like Batman's like, I ain't mean it like all that. You know what I mean? Like, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much.
I'll fuck with you.
I like that it kind of messes with Batman.
Yeah, I mean,
like
Riddler kind of saw himself as the mind and Batman as the muscle behind his plans.
True, because he does say that.
Yep.
His plan worked to the T. Like he killed everybody besides Bruce Wayne. He said he does mention he missed Bruce Wayne, and that was a little scary moment.
This spoilers, right?
Spoiler.
How Alfred took that bomb to the face? Can we talk about that real quick? He threw it by me. Come on.
But we know Alfred.
I need a world record of movies, but most people taking bombs.
No, you're right. No, Phil is right.
I never seen so many people take a bomb to the face.
It blew up a whole wing of that thing.
He didn't look that bad after that, other than the hospital.
Probably should have been.
This movie was almost on par. Not as bad as Black Widow with people getting in crazy situations and walking away just like nothing happened.
I bought it. I ain't want Alfred to die.
I bought it because Alfred has a whole military background.
He does, yeah.
I mean, he was in the hospital.
He's not that old Alfred from the comics.
No, the first thing I thought, I was like, damn, they about to do Alfred that quick. And then they said he was all right. I was like, okay, thank God. But I was like,
he didn't throw that far. It was probably like over this table.
So why were you on Alfred? How did he do?
Andy
Serkis.
He did good, man.
First off, it's Andy Serkis, man.
Andy Serkis is great actor.
Resume speaks for itself.
Definitely.
But
he
as
can do
far as Alfred,
how did he stack up to the other Alfred? You know. There's a Alfred in the Dark Knight.
Andy Serkis, don't get me wrong, man. You do your thing.
We gotta see more. We gotta see more
from you from this one. You still did your job. He was serviceable for the role of Alfred. I feel like
You talking about Michael Caine from The Dark Knight?
he set the bar.
He set the bar. So he's the OG from the old ones. They kept using home. I still like just because of the way he looked. He was just standard, Alfred. But yeah, of course, Dark Knight.
Most we got the Penguin. What y'all think about
Penguin?
Yo,
Colin Farrell.
Best Penguin thus far.
Yes.
Best Penguin thus far.
Hot take. I don't even think it's a hot take. I think it's the best Penguin thus far.
Easy. I feel like Danny DeVito.
He was just eating fish in a sewer.
Nah, he was just gross. Danny DeVito was like burping here. They had him out here not brushing his teeth.
It was all gross.
He was more like a circus freak type of thing.
It was all,
This Penguin was more realistic.
Of course. I like the monster Penguin,
yeah.
obviously, a lot better. But I like Danny DeVito's take.
There's a
Colin Farrell, don't get it twisted, man. You did your thing, man.
No, I like that. Talk about that makeup for a second, though.
Bro,
that was a great job on the makeup.
He's unrecognizable. You cannot even tell.
They're winning an Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
For the makeup?
They better.
Whoever did that makeup.
They better.
Yeah, no question. They win an Oscar. Price score and makeup, they win an Oscar. That's just guaranteed. That's gonna lock that up. But the car chase.
Car chase.
Probably the best scene.
Oh yeah.
Like a 4-minute car chase between Batman and the Penguin.
Yep.
And before the car chase is the introduction of the Batmobile. Like it's
Batmobile was sexy.
Yo, if you in the theater, it really starts it's like 4 tones of a rumble, then a beat rumble,
and then
the lights start flickering, and then the ignition and the fire, everything just rumbling.
They intro the Batmobile.
The intro of the Batmobile.
The sounds. They were on the sounds for all the things. The Batmobile was sounding mean. Yeah. Nice muscle car.
That's how you
and that chase. Yo, you felt every swerve on that.
I'm vengeance.
Every swerve, the camera angles, the visuals that they had during the chase, man, it was just impeccable,
Yeah,
bro.
the cinematography used for this.
You don't
Matt
get to see a
Reeves,
lot of
you're genius.
chase scenes like that.
Oh, cinematography, Oscar
Yeah.
too. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah,
Oscars in there
nah.
so far.
They was putting the camera
Oscars.
in weird
They get
places.
some hot-
It's
they get
so
some
like
hardware. They get some
upstairs.
hardware.
They get
You
some
got the,
hardware.
you got the camera down by the tire, and you see all the you know the rain and the turf and all that.
Yeah.
When Batman flipped his car over,
You see that they like flipping around and all that. Yeah.
Hey, what's that sound again? What's the sound again?
I got you! I got you!
that shit had to be dying in the theater.
He's like, I got him, I got you, I got
I
you.
got you.
But it's
Like he drove up over the two big reds, like yeah. And then when he stepped out the car was so badass too. It was just like, yo, bro, you think you got me? I'm gonna push it to whatever lengths to come get you. I'm the
Walking
Batman,
up with that
man.
heavy walk.
I'm the Batman.
The
With
one
the
light-
cape blowing.
them
Yeah.
boots.
I don't remember so
Yeah,
much,
heavy
but
boots.
toward the end of the movie, when Falcone was getting arrested, and Peggy, he's like, yo, you a rat.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
said, yo, Falcone turned on like, yo, you talking to? Who you talking to? But then, yo, when he said, yo, he goes with his little gimpy walk. He said something about his walk.
Yeah.
He said you
What
a
he said?
get whatever.
What he say? He said, I put a holy ass or some shit. He said something weird.
He was trying to.
He said something
He
weird.
take out that desert.
Yeah,
He
DMD.
didn't say that. He said
I
something
can't
weird.
remember.
Yeah.
Did he always have a funny
I
walk?
remember what he said.
They
Or
always
did he
talk about his walk.
get the walk after
They
the car
always
accident?
talk about it.
Did he
had
get the
a
walk
limp,
after the
though.
car accident?
Nah, he
Nah,
kind of had
they
a
always
limp.
talk
He
about
had it before
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
They used to tease him. That's why he
He
was
a little
well.
bit. Yeah.
But no, I thought he was grounded. I thought he was good. I thought it was good to have him be like more of a mob guy.
Yes.
He's
Instead of
amazing.
just like, you know, some films they just have him like too many, they got like penguin shooting guns. Like, none of that. It was grounded. He was part of the mob. He had the scar,
Gordon.
you know.
Who we have Gordon? Did we talk about Gordon
We
already?
did.
Jim
Talk
Gordon?
about Gordon?
Who's the mustache with the broken nose?
Hey, so what y'all thought about Commissioner Gordon, yo?
Commissioner Gordon, Jeffrey
good.
Wright.
He was
Gordon was
good.
dope.
Jeffrey Wright,
Yeah,
yeah.
really good.
He's a good actor.
He had a good balance with Batman the whole movie.
Wasn't they back to back? There was a Riggs and Murtaugh in this
Yeah.
one. They went on a couple
What
of
did Pegler
missions.
say? He said, what is a good cop?
Back cop, back shit crazy.
That shit crazy cop. Yeah.
That shit
Yep.
crazy cop. Yeah, that was
That's
good.
funny.
They were good.
Yeah.
I like the trust between them two. I like the whole GCPD scene where they're trying to take off his mask.
Yeah, I'm on the table. When they saw on him.
Nah, he was a good grizzle police
Yeah,
officer.
he was.
Like,
Gordon
Jesus
got
Christ.
dirty in that scene. He was like,
Yeah.
get up on my boy, get up on my boy.
And
Hey, man, relax.
I like how naive he was too. Like, you
To
know,
all his-
off the whole
all his
corruption in the
officers.
police department.
Yeah.
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 Shows he was a good cop.
And I do like toward the end when Falcone was getting arrested and he was like, yeah, I own you guys. And then they all were outside to arrest him.
That was
He's
badass.
like, not all of
He
us.
said, "Hell, we
That
all
was
work."
dope for the GCPD, yo.
Hell yeah,
That was-
for once.
Yeah.
They don't be doing nothing.
That was a good shine to him.
GCPD.
Yeah, that was a proud moment.
But he was amazing. What about Carmine Falcone?
Falcone.
Played by
Johnny
Falcone, my
Turturro.
paisan. I don't know if that's that word.
He
He was amazing.
he was amazing. He stood out.
good.
He stood out.
He's a scene stealer, man.
He was a scene stealer.
Definitely.
He-
Intimidating presence.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
Very
Yeah.
smooth. Very
Yeah.
intimidating.
He was a big boss.
He was a
Yep.
big boss. You knew the boss was. You knew who owned Gotham, and that's what he portrayed. And he did amazing. That was actually my favorite character of the whole movie. Besides
That's
Batman,
respectable.
of
That's
course.
respectable.
He had his fingers in all them pies.
He was amazing. He was
Around
amazing.
town.
In the pie?
In the pies.
So some of the let's talk about some of the cinematography.
Oh,
Some
cinematography.
shots.
Listen, these are some of the best shots you're gonna see in a
Yes.
Batman film.
Ever.
To date.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful movie.
Date,
Ever.
man.
Beautiful.
Some
man.
of my favorite scenes, yeah.
The car
Batman
scene,
movies.
the car chase.
Car scene was
chase.
fire. Best.
Fire.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yeah, that was
Probably the
one.
best scene, yeah,
That was
probably.
the
Yeah,
best scene.
yeah.
The
As-
camera
As
basically.
far as like the camera, it was very obscure camera angles that they used. They was putting
Yeah.
the camera behind the dash over this way. You just see his facial reactions. Batman chase. It's in the rear view
You might as
camera.
well be in the
It's
car
down
with
by
him.
the tires. Yeah, it was crazy. It was
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah, it was another shot. It was a couple shots. It was one shot. Batman has the flare in the water toward the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Where the people are
shot.
following him while he's
Very
walking.
heroic.
It was very heroic. It was like they were.
Top down
He
view.
was leading them to. He was leading them to
Yeah.
safety or something
Yeah.
like that. That was pretty dope.
Very icy, man. I like the way
It was another one right before Batman comes crashing down in the what's it called? The
Gotham Square Garden.
Gotham Square Garden.
Gotham Knicks.
Yeah, Gotham Knicks. He basically lights up. He lights up the whole garden.
You talking about the top?
Yeah,
it
was a beautiful
that
shot.
That was a great
There
shot.
was fire and explosions and he came down.
That shot was beautiful.
That's when he cut through some glass, boy.
I think a lot of the shots in the club, the lights flashing, everything was beautiful.
Yep.
Put you in that setting.
Every time him and Catwoman went up to their spot.
Silhouettes of him and Catwoman were amazing.
went to the club like 9 times, didn't he? He had a VIP section in the back.
He had to whoop ass every time he went in there. He had to whoop ass every. It's funny. You ever
whoop your ass, Wayne.
Every time he got shot, he ain't like that. He looked at the person who shot him like, for real,
like, word.
For real, for real.
So who is it now?
You can definitely win a staring contest with Batman.
No, but yeah, definitely some of the best cinematography like in any Batman film, I would say, and just beautiful film.
For sure.
Well shot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Would y'all change anything about the movie?
For me, just like I think the third act was a little underwhelming. Personally, I think it kind of built up and like the Riddler was already caught and like it's just him, in the arena, like, beating his thugs and then, like, taking out the minions or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, the water comes in and you think it's going to be a bigger deal, like, everybody going to drown, but then, like, they all, drive off of towels after.
The drowning should have been a lot bigger than what it was. Yeah.
Right, yeah. The water should have been a bigger deal.
Considering all of Gotham.
What I also think, and this is just my own opinion, I think the water probably wasn't a bigger deal, and you watching people actually die is because this had a PG-13 rating. I do feel like this was supposed to be a rated R movie.
I get that.
I think it would have been better. I think it would have served it well if it was rated R.
Oh, no question.
Yeah,
but I think money-wise and having actually younger kids be able to come see Batman.
Yeah.
They didn't really do nothing about the water, though. They ain't really like...
No, they just had to get people out.
Really.
I ain't seen no mops. You're right. I ain't seen no mops. I ain't seen nothing.
No, they said build-up plan.
They said God is going to take time to build it up. And she was preaching. She was out there preaching on the streets. We're going to fix Gotham.
That makes sense anyway for year 2. Year 2, the city going to be flooded. Year 10, all right, he going to do some shit, get the vans. He going to disable the bombs. And all right, year 2, we're going to get a little water.
They never had to deal with flooding before.
We're going to get a little water on this one.
I wouldn't really change a thing. I think we all agreed Act 1 was the best act.
Yeah, I think that was strong. Just the opening, bro. That shadow scene, bro.
The opening was me.
I was looking in them shadows for real, like...
It's like he was talking about his boots earlier.
The boots,
heavy walk.
Going out the shadows, the music.
That was
the score by Michael, man. The score.
Music, yo, that added to the heft, that deep.
You win an Oscar.
Yeah, gave it to the attitude.
Big Mike, you win an Oscar, G. All right, Mike G. You win an Oscar.
For the tone alone, for Batman tone alone, I'll give you one.
I love how the first 2 acts, though, like, were mostly about the mystery and trying to find out what's going on. And then the third act, everything came in on Riddler's plan. You know,
we was on that ride along, man.
The best part.
We was on that ride along with Batman.
It was like we got Detective Batman and then more Detective Batman. It was like, hold up. Here's more Detective Batman. And like you was talking, like you mentioned, what even like the Riddler, it was cool. It threw us off a little bit, but it was like, here's my plan. Nope, it's not over yet. Nope, it's not over yet.
Right.
It was pretty cool. It reminded me of like Dark Knight, where you thought the movie was over with the Joker, and then Two-Face came. So it had some similar cliffhanger continuations.
The only other thing I would change is like I like the fact that this was more focusing on like the detective aspects, because you don't see that as much in like recent ones. But I do think it did take away from a little bit more action. I think I could have used a little bit more action because I thought the action scenes were well done. I mean, they were meaty. They were the fighting.
That's the thing about it.
That's what sequels.
I
could have used more.
I'm always thirsty for more. I thought it was enough action, but the action was just so good. The fight scene, especially the fight, I wanted to see a little bit more hand in hand because it was that good. It was honestly just that good. I got enough, but
that's the reason why we wanted more.
I want more.
The next movie, we gotta have somebody that could go hand in hand with him now. Roz? You gotta do 2 movies with Roz.
Or the real pronunciation, Raish. Raish shall go.
What do you spell? He trained the Batman.
Raish makes him sound
He taught the Batman He's played by Liam Neeson.
Since
Ray,
Lena Kyle's gone, so now I can meet Talia.
Oh, yeah,
in the sequel.
Good.
Talia.
A little intro to Talia. Gonna need another one.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz with the Bloodhaven.
They got a lot. They got a lot to work with. I thought we was going to get a little quarter hours in here, which
not yet.
That was rumored. That was rumored.
I think it's too soon for that though. In the sequels, there'll be quarter hours.
We got hit.
Dive a little deeper into his training when he got all of that. And, I mean, I know this one Alfred said he trained him up a little bit.
As he should, because he has a good background for it, military experience.
Exactly, but we don't know how much, so maybe there's a whole other hat to it.
I got everything I wanted out of this movie. I will say, and I'm looking forward to sequels.
Yep.
A little more of the Batcave. We did see him.
What we did see, though.
Yeah, what we did see. When
nice.
he rode into it, just bat noise. That's all you hear is just bats and bat noise.
It was a work in progress. Like, it was still, like, unorganized.
Yeah.
Yo, in the house, the actual Wayne Manor was, like, creepy.
It was
looked a little Hogwarts like.
That's what
Hogwarts. And I was about to say, like, yo, it was really good.
It was definitely castle.
Absolutely. It was castle.
It was very castle.
Yeah.
Did you see the sorting hat in the corner, too?
But what was y'all? Okay, we know the car scene was some of our favorites, but what was like besides that? What was your favorite parts? Like, it don't even have to be really action, just something that popped out to you me, that changed you.
I thought I really liked the Penguin. He was one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Agreed.
Any scene that he was in, like, he was funny.
What scene?
He said some funny stuff. A specific scene.
Yeah.
You know what?
Something you was just like, oh wow.
I like when the scene where Gordon and Batman had him. They captured the Penguin, and they were kind of interrogating him.
Oh yeah.
Outside.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
I like the banter between the three of them.
Yeah, that was
real nice.
For me,
yeah.
I would say there was this. Okay, yeah, Falcone. So Falcone tells a story about how he met Bruce Wayne and all that. I don't know
His
about
father, or saved his father.
Yeah, his father saved him from the gunshot wound, and Bruce saw him get operated on. He says in the movie, "I'll never forget your face. I remember how you looked at me from up above." And then in the end scene where Falcone gets shot by Riddler,
he was looking out.
Batman's holding him, and he looked up at Batman, and they gave a look. They both looked at each other like, and I felt I got vibes like Falcone knew that was Bruce Wayne.
You might be right about that.
It's up in the comments if y'all saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all seen that, let me know. Let me know if I'm tripping on that, because that one was.
What about you, Phil?
I mean, I don't know if there's a specific scene. I like the cinematography, like we talked about. I liked all the shots of Gotham. Like I said, it's a fictional city. I think, more of it. I'm trying to see more of it. So I like the way that they explored that. And I really like the beginning in Robert Pattinson. Some key scenes he had, like the first fight. With all those
that beginning was so tough.
When he comes out the darkness with the boots and the music, I think it's real badass. And they get shooting like,
I was surprised it happened so soon in the movie. I thought it was gonna be a little bit later.
No, so
no, I'm glad too.
Yeah, it's
at the top.
So I thought
he was gonna shoot that early.
No, he came out and beat them dudes up.
That scene that was in the trailer, I thought it was gonna be a little bit later into the movie, but it was cool. It was in the beginning.
I would say my favorite part that kind of like game changed me was when after he got done fighting all the Riddlers and everybody was down in the water and the electricity wires was about to basically electrocute everybody without thinking. He just knew he had to do what he had to do. He zip lined over there, grapple hooked over there, basically, took his knife, gun, bat singer, whatever you want to call it. Sliced it immediately, got electrocuted mid-air, fell into the water. He went through hell that whole last scene. He's on adrenaline. He got shot a lot. Shot in the chest, close range, double barrel.
He sacrificed himself.
He basically he was ready to die for all of those people there. And that brought me back to the Dark Knight Rises scene where he was about to give his life for the whole city.
I would say hero on his last leg type.
To see him do hero stuff like that and only hit the first movie?
Yeah.
That was my that was my
Jordan.
I'm gonna give honorable mention to the intro to the Batmobile, because that shit was that shit came on the scene.
That was fire. It was fire.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh, chills when Batmobile came through.
Chills.
That Batmobile was it was fire.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you guys like it?
Remember the Batwing? When the Dark Knight, when he first hopped in. Like, what's that?
Yeah. This was better though. This
That
one was better.
Rises? That was Rises.
This was better.
As far as
Of course it
Batmobile goes,
The way this came over.
did you guys like this one better than the Tumblr?
The way this one turned on is better than all of the
Yeah,
other
of
ones.
course.
I like that it was a muscle car, was kind of basic.
Yeah, that's what I liked about
They
it.
still
had the
the
flame
best
out
one,
the
though?
back,
Yeah.
but you know.
The best
The
one?
Nolan ones, I mean, that was like a tank.
You like the Tumblr?
Nah,
That's the one you talking about.
Yeah.
The best, well, not the best one. My favorite
Which
one
one?
is the,
Throwback?
yeah, the
Throwback, of course.
The long one with the,
Yeah, that's the best one. Yeah, that's the best one. I think so too. With all the
Which one?
jet,
Was that
the
Tim
jet-
Burton?
Are you
That was Tim
talking
Burton.
about?
Yeah, that's Tim Burton.
What about-
Tim
That's my
Burton.
favorite car.
That's the same one that the George Clooney Batman had, isn't it?
Was it
No,
Are you
Chris?
his-
talking about the older
his
one?
was different. His was different.
Nah,
Talking
yeah, I
about the older one?
think, the older. We're talking
Yeah.
about the original.
Yeah.
first
Oh,
one,
yeah.
first
With
one.
all
Okay.
You
Yeah.
ain't got to be in the fucking Batmobile for it to do what it got to do. That one.
Yeah.
That one ain't got his monitor on. Yeah, that one was.
Sorry, guys.
That one's OG.
Let's give it some scores.
Time
right?
out. Should we do a look? Should we look at the thing?
Yeah, it was good.
Let me just look at the thing real
Cut.
quick. Cut. Look at the thing, because otherwise I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Every time you check it, it's not recording though. I don't know.
It is recording.
You sure?
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the
You brought it
recording.
right.
15 minutes in.
What's this, 15 minutes?
It's straight. The 15 looks to 17. We giving scores right now.
Alright.
Yeah, you up first,
You
man.
can cut out whatever
Let's try
you
to
like.
cut
Alright,
the
so-
scores down a
Alright.
bit from last time.
Yeah.
Let's not talk too much during
Not to
those.
talk too much.
Alright.
Alright, go ahead. Get it off.
Bomb. All right, so let's go over our scores.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's
we
get into
scoring the
the
movies?
special
Let's
guest
get
first.
it.
Alright,
Yes,
so,
man.
yeah, alright, no doubt. So I mean, for me, I think that it was a good movie. I think if you go watch this movie, you're gonna have a good time. It's an entertaining movie. My only gripe with it is could have used a little bit more action, in my opinion, and I feel like the story was a little disjointed because it stopped a bunch of times. The pandemic, you kind of saw that. I mean, I think there's 3 different storylines that played. And I think at times, it doesn't flow as smoothly as other movies or as much as I would like. So that's my main gripe. I mean, I give it an 8 out of 10. You guys do the letters or whatever. I give it a B. I give it a solid B. Once again, good movie. A couple of problems, but great intro for Rob Pattinson. Great acting, great visuals. Good movie. Go see it.
Listen, yeah, I'll piggyback off of that. Listen, I agree with Phil. Cinematography was great. A couple pitfalls, but nothing too serious. I did think, as far as Rob Pattinson, he did a great job falling back into the role, letting the character come through itself. Selena Kyle was bodacious. The storyline was impeccable. It's not too much that's wrong with the film, but it's not a perfect film at all. But it's close to it, so I'm gonna give it an A. Not an S, but an A.
Okay. Alright, so for me, I like the film a lot. I had a great time watching it. I respect Rob Pattinson's acting skills after this movie, especially. Like I said, I was a little skeptical at first after hearing the casting, but he's proved me wrong. So, I respect him. Everyone else, I mean, the cinematography was amazing. That driving scene was my favorite. Penguin was a standout character for me, just because it was Colin Farrell and he looked unrecognizable.
Oscar.
And
Oscar.
Great performance. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Oscars.
So I'm gonna give it an A. I'm going with an A.
You know what? Because this is the first movie, and we know there's more coming. There's more coming. They said it all. This, I will say, was the best Batman storyline of all the movies. Like the story and layers, it was well did. Matt Reeves, amazing. Mike G, amazing music. Actors, they were all good. All of them. They all were good.
Zoe Kravitz.
Especially for a year too. Different take. The whole Nori feel. How Batman was basically narrating in the beginning. Like, how you feel like
that was dope. That was dope. The narration.
It was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I forgot
That
about
was
that.
I did too.
That was dope. Yeah.
That was ill.
It was
that was
cool.
ill.
Yeah, you're right though. Year 2, it's interesting to actually see a Batman that makes mistakes. We're
I
not used to that.
He still kept the little notebook, little black and white notebook. Year 2.
Yep.
So with all that, this still is clearly they left a lot of room for like improvements in the add-on, which is exciting. So I'm gonna start this off with an A. I'm gonna give it an A.
Okay.
Smooth
And if it builds on top of this, if the next couple or whatever get better after this, this can definitely
reach God tier.
Be better than the Dark Knight series.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
This-
I think it's got a great foot in the door right now.
Because if we
It's got good bones, good bones
comparing this one to the Batman Begins,
I could do that.
clearly
I could do that.
this took
Oh
this.
yeah.
So we
This
gotta
is-
see.
This is Miles.
And toward the end of the
Batman
movie,
Begins,
we
my
got
opinion.
a little Joker tease.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see where they go
We'll
with
see,
that.
yeah.
We're gonna
Don't
see.
tease. We'll
Don't
see.
tease.
We'll
So-
see. You locked up. They don't be locked up for too long, artists.
So yeah, guys, this is our Batman review.
So what do I get? 3 A's and a B?
Hey,
That's an A.
That's a Cool Geeks A, man.
Cool
You
Geeks
guys
A.
go
Cool
ahead
Geeks
and
A.
check out the film. Y'all
Definitely
make sure
watch
y'all
it.
come back.
Let us know what y'all think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please.
do all that, just to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us
Yep.
know. You know, hey, you know what? Cool Geeks are right. I love the movie. I rock with them. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great overall best Batman I've ever seen. Let me know. Hey, Cool Geeks don't know what they talking about.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
That movie sucked. They don't know what they talk about. Dark Knight, whatever. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead. I tell you right now, if you say that, you're wrong.
It's good.
Prepare to fight us in the comments. We're used to it by now.
Also, thank you for 400 subscribers. Appreciate
Yes.
it. And then 4 quick
Thank
months,
you.
400 subscribers.
I appreciate
Road to
each
1,000.
and every one of y'all.
Love all y'all. So, once again, we are Cool Geeks. I'm
Cool
JoJo
Geeks.
Blaze.
I'm Ron Showtime.
Jay Brooks.
So Felipe.
Y'all
Special
gonna see
guest.
more of him, alright?
All right, Joe.
Take care, guys.
Till next time.